welcome along to All Arms Out. You're back again with my man, myself, your man, should I say, myself, JC. Doing another review of the Man United versus Arsenal game, and I'm also going to put in my combined 11 against Everton, which is Monday night at 8 o'clock. Now, going back to the Manchester United game, I was always feeling a little bit of a doubt going there. They knew that what they were expecting from Arsenal. I think we were very lucky to get 2 goals, considering one of them could have been offside because of the deflection, and the other one came, I think it was deflected off the referee. But De Gea, he was just doing what any keeper would probably do, trying to postpone the result of the first goal, and making it out that he'd been injured or, trying to take their mind off it. I don't know. But it was a goal. The first goal was a goal. The second goal was a bit iffy because it did get deflected, like I said, sorry. But we just, at the end of the day, it's then we got the first goal and then we went back to our old ways again. We sat back, we relaxed. It took us until they scored again for us to actually pump up again. And put the pressure back on. But we should be doing this 90 minutes of the game. For some weird reason, we just start to slow down. We try and slow the game down too much. We start playing from the back again, which I've seen a couple of times from Ramsdale, which is just like I said, it's going back to our old ways again. I was saying to a couple of fans that it looked like Leno had been on the pitch again. Oh, God, this team is draining me. I'm starting to get a bit fed up where we go for a winning way and then we just plummet back down. I mean, tonight we've dropped back down to, I think we've gone down to 8th now, 8th place because of the results of tonight's games that have been on tonight. So Tottenham won 3-0 against Norwich. I think that was always going to happen. United won 1-0, their first home game victory since early September. I mean, sorry, that was our game since September, and then they show up to us, and my God, it had to be Ronaldo, didn't it? It had to be Ronaldo. He comes out of all the players, Ronaldo. He comes against us and he scores. It's just. I've completely and utterly lost the plot. But hopefully, I know we're going to Everton. We're going to be probably a bit more confident than Everton are. Later on in the show as well, after I've done the combined 11, stay tuned as well because we're going to bring a special guest on, Neill. He's an Evertonian fan. He's an Everton fan and he's going to go through what's wrong at Everton because they're going through some problems as well. So, I mean, we should be positive going into that game. But it's Arsenal. We don't. I'm Mikel Arteta. I mean, let's just. I don't want to keep going on about it. It's just going to get myself worked up even more. So let's get on to the combined. Combined. See, I'm going crazy here. Let's do my predicted 11 for the Everton game. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go with Ramsdale in goal. Even though he had a bit of a bad game against United, he has to keep his head up. So Ramsdale goes in goal for me. On the left, we need to bring Tierney back. Tierney is the backbone of our defence. He's such a great player, and he's like I said over and over and over again that he's a workhorse. And I just hope he's ready for Monday. Tavares is just a bit of an iffy one for me. A great player. It's just I can't see any positive signs of him being in the first team for me. So Tierney goes in on the left-hand side next to him. I would go Gabriel. Gabriel has all the strengths that we want to see in Arsenal as a centre back, and he gets in the team every time until maybe we bring someone else in. But he's our main man at the moment. So Gabriel goes in there next to Tierney. Next to him, I would go Ben White. This is going to be, you see where I'm going, it's going to be probably similar team that we put out for what I predicted for the United game. Next to him, I'm going to put Ben White then. He's been okay. A couple of slip-ups, but there's time for improvement there. Ben White goes there. On the right-hand side, Tomiyasu. Again, he's our first team right back until we figure out a replacement that can replace him, that we can rotate the team a bit more. But until then, yeah, Tomiyasu. The three in the middle. I'm going to go Sambi Lokonga on the left-hand side in the middle. I just think he needs more playtime. He does need more playtime. I don't know. Let me just get the lineup from last game because, yeah, he played El Neni. El Neni had actually a good game. He had Smith Rowe and El Neni in the midfield with Martinelli and Thomas. And don't get me wrong, El Neni was on top form. I did like, but for me, Lokonga gets in. I just need to see Lokonga play a bit more. Bring these new players in and give them the confidence to show us results. So Lokonga on the left side. Besides Lokonga, I would go for Odegaard. Odegaard had a bad tackle against United, and it was a clumsy giveaway for a penalty. But Odegaard, he got a goal, so keep him in the squad. So Odegaard goes there. Next to him, I would keep Thomas Partey. He's basically our only centre defence that we have. So I would keep him there. Thomas Partey goes there. Our front three, I would drop Aubameyang. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, why? We had this last game before my predicted 11 before the Man United game. I dropped him out of there. I said Lacazette should have started. And goes to show I was right. He did not show up against Man United. So, yeah, for me, Lacazette. To the right of him, I would start Martinelli again. Now, a lot of people said to me Martinelli didn't do much, but I think he did. He's crucial to that team. No, sorry, I'm going to put Martinelli on the left-hand side, sorry. On the right, then I'm going to go Smith Rowe, because Smith Rowe can play on the right. I would actually like to see Smith Rowe play on the right-hand side. I think give Saka a rest. He probably would play Pepe, but I don't know. I would like to see Smith Rowe up there in that front three. So Martinelli on the left, Lacazette and Smith Rowe. So that is my combined 11 for the up-and-coming game against Everton. We're going to be talking about that in a moment's time. But this is absolutely crucial, this game. We're going to be fighting for top four. We need to put in a good performance on Monday, because we're starting to slip away again. We're starting to look. I mean, just looking at the table now, West Ham beating Chelsea, that puts them on 27 points. Tottenham winning today, they're on 25. Manchester United on 24, and we're on 23. If we win against Everton, then we go back up onto fifth place. But the only problem is Tottenham have a game in hand, so it's just going to be tight for that top four. That top four position. There's only 3 teams in this that are chasing for the title, and that's City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. them three spots there, I can't see any of them three slipping up majorly to get out of that top three. But yeah, I mean, look, from Brighton from 9th, there's only 5 points in it. Or even if you were to go from Aston Villa and Leicester, because they want their Leicester. I don't know how they got on today, actually. Let's have a quick little glance. Oh, Villa are winning 2-1 as it stands with 3 minutes to go. So, Villa win that. They are in 10th place, and they're only 6 points. They're only 6 points below 5th. So, God, it's a very, very strange league table at the moment. But I'm sure we're going to get in the second half of the season a lot of squeaky bum times coming along. So we're going to get Neill onto the show. Neill, are you there? How you doing, Neill? You okay?
I'm half, mate. We had the shite on Wednesday, didn't we? That went as well as expected.
Can't even hear you then. Like, I was wondering why you're so low. Go on, I can hear you now.
Yeah. No, I said I'm half and half. We had the shite on Wednesday, didn't we? And that went as well as expected. I mean, let's face it, they're in a different fucking league to us.
They're a different league to everyone apart from Chelsea and City. That's like it's a 3-horse race, that now. Mate,
I mean, fucking Salah,
yeah.
You know, can't stand it that he's with them, like, but he's just unbelievable, like.
Yeah.
And I was saying, I said to someone the other day, I said it's typical of the shite to have someone like him. I mean, you look back and back and back. You've got Suarez, Torres, Gerrard. Even Owen won the Ballon d'Or. Robbie Fowler was fucking class. They've always had someone in that team that's just exceptional.
Yeah.
And Salah, at the minute, mate, that's that guy. Fucking knobhead.
Yeah.
But Marcel Brands and can't remember the bird's name. They've left today, the director of football and that. So fingers crossed. Sorry, mate, that's flashing. That's doing my head in. Yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, we've got the fat Spanish waiter in, haven't we, Benitez? But fingers crossed, he's got full control and autonomy now of who's going to be appointed in the team. So maybe he'll make some better choices. Because
I've just seen this, right? I don't know if you can read it. If I get a bit closer there.
And then, yeah. But the thing is, Machiri's given the backing to Benitez, and they've had some sort of meeting, and Benitez has just turned around and went, he's made like 30 fucking transfers, 6 of them at best, I don't know the one, have been worthwhile, if anything, and you just spent like fucking something daft, like 500 million or something, and he's like, what, you expect me to do something with this team? I mean, you could argue that Ancelotti didn't do half bad with them last season, but he started off well and then suffered injuries.
Yeah.
Spent, what was it, about 1.5 million or something on Damari Gray, brought in fucking Townsend, and, you know, he's not had loads of money to do anything, has he? So
I think, like, but looking at Everton, yeah, I mean, you're not in a bad place, though. What are you, mid-table now or something like that?
No, we're below, and then I think we're about 12th, 14th.
Okay, yeah, okay. You know, you've
got used
after today's games, you've dropped down to 16th. And to be fair, with 2 games, they could all change because obviously Burnley, Newcastle, and Norwich are all on 10 points, and Everton are sitting there on 15.
Yeah.
So I understand. So I've actually heard through the grapevine that there is going to be a protest tomorrow. And at 27 minutes, a lot of the fans are going to leave because it's been, I think, 27 years since Everton have won a trophy. Would you
1995 is now.
Yeah.
Lads, it's not even been 27 months. We won the pre-season Miami Cup.
yeah. I mean, yeah, count that. I mean, Tottenham go on about the Audi Cup like they won the World Cup. You know what I mean? Tottenham go on about the Audi Cup like they won the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I'm saying, like, would you, if you was if you were at that Everton game, would you do the same? Would you walk out? So a lot of fans, were walking out at 20 minutes after I think the second goal against.
Yeah, no, I watched that on the telly. Yeah.
Would you do the same?
For me, mate, I always watch. I've, you know, it's one of them. If we've had a bit of a shit boring game before when I had my season ticket and that, we used to fuck off to the pub, not because we were disappointed in Everton, but we'd watch fucking shit for 45 minutes and an hour, and we were just like, fuck this, let's go to the boozer. We were like in our 20s and just wanted to go out and get fucking birds or whatever. That was ulterior. That was no fucking protest. That was just fucking being a fucking kid. I've never walked out of a game early because I'm in some sort of protest. It's just not my style, mate. I just stay to the end. Fucking,
yeah.
I back the team, you know, but I do understand why fans do it. Fucking, you know, I mean, it's a fucking shambles at the money they've spent, the position we're in.
Yeah.
That's a fucking shame.
And just looking at the team, it's not like you've even got a bad team. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal, we've even been linked up with Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
Mate, you know, it's one of them. We've got money now in the sense of Mashiri, but we've got the financial fair play. I mean, you can look at fucking City and all that, yeah, whatever, but the same as usual, you've built that stage and the financial fair play comes into play. And I think we've got to sell about 30 million to spend 15 or something daft like that. I don't know the exact figures, so apologies, but it's something daft like that. And that'd be the only reason to sell Calvert-Lewin, so we could buy a few people to make a spine in the team. Yeah. Other than that, you really want to keep hold of that kid because he's fucking class. And when we played Brentford, the crosses that were pinged into that box, if Calvert-Lewin was playing, he'd have been on the end of any of them. But Rondon, as much as he's got a bit of heart and passion, he's fucking useless. I mean, that's like putting me on. I'd be fucking running around headless after Everton, but I'd be about 10 seconds behind everyone because I'm shite. So it's one of them. Like, I mean, he was just brought in as a little replacement. There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at your run, your last and the last.
We're like 8 games. Is it 8 games without a win?
So you got.
To be fair, my fantasy team's doing the same as Everton at the minute, so I can't really say nothing about Benitez.
Yeah, it's 8 games. Your last game was Norwich. You beat them 2-0, and then you drew against United. West Ham looking good anyway.
West Ham, did they just win today?
They won yesterday, didn't they, against Chelsea?
Yesterday, sorry.
Yeah. But Watford, that was a massive blow. I mean, 5-2 against Watford.
I think it was like 2-2 at one point, was it?
Yeah.
And then they just went rampant and just fucking goosed us.
At that point, though, was you just not expecting anything different?
He told Tommy to do to Jake Paul's beard. He bent us over and done us like a dog. That's what happened to Watford, mate.
Yeah. I mean, but did you expect anything different after that? After that game had finished and your run after that, it just looked like it was a massive blow for you.
I can't see us beating News tomorrow.
Well, we're in a bit of a shaky, like we lost against United. With them 2 goals that we had, we're lucky. We are dire at the minute, dire. And unless we get Calvert-Lewin back, I mean, Decore's back, but he's just played 290 minutes back to back after about fucking 4 months out. Whether he can run the park straight away, I don't know. I just don't see us winning anything until January and we get some fresh faces in and some competition for places, or we get all our injuries back. Richarlison's come back, he could sneak a cheeky one and we can maybe defend for 90. Yeah. But I just don't see us doing anything. Like going back to what I said before with there's only 2 games. You only have to lose your 2 games, and them 3 teams that you could be in a relegation fight. I mean, even the fact that Newcastle, we don't even know what to expect in the January transfer. Do you know what I mean? Like what Newcastle are going to pull out the bag, because they might actually get a couple of good signings. We don't know.
Well, put it this way, right? This is what will happen. So, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't believe this shit anyway. This is probably out of our league at the minute, the way we're playing, no matter what money we've got. One of the Everton sites on Facebook had put on the Eden Hazard. We were interested in him. But I guarantee you, anyone, clubs like us or around us are interested in that are like next step players, Newcastle are just going to snap them up. They're going to add about 10 players to their squad in about 10 minutes. And any of those types of players that might be leaving your Real Madrids or whatever, but are big names. So an Eden Hazard signing straight to Newcastle. That's it. Done and dusted.
Yeah, I think we're in for a shot. But then again, who's going to want to go to Newcastle in a relegation battle at this point?
Someone who's going to get 300 grand a week.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, but that you're just going to be, if they do get relegated.
Look at the players that fuck off to China. They're not going over there for the China Cup, are they?
No.
Don't even know what cup. The Xinjiang Bang Peel Cup.
Yeah.
No one knows what fucking trophies they have over there. What's their version of the FA Cup?
Yeah.
They're not the Champions League, are they? But people still fuck off to China.
Yeah. It's true. It is true. Let's look at your games after Arsenal. So then you've got Crystal Palace. They obviously lost today. They lost today though.
Who did they play today though?
United. The United's
yeah.
second win in a row at home as well since September.
Playing for a new manager though, aren't they, United? And they've got quality.
Yeah. Oh God, then you got Chelsea. And then Leicester. Leicester are a bit of shaky form at the moment. And then after that, Burnley. So the Burnley and Newcastle one's going to be interesting, actually, because you play them. You got Crystal Palace, Chelsea, then Leicester. And then after that, it's Burnley, Newcastle. And then 2 games after that, Norwich. So that's where you're going to be looking at, in that period of time. And that's in January. Well, end of December, you play Burnley. And then 30th you play Newcastle, and then on the 15th, you play Norwich. So you'll kind of know where you're going to be probably after that Norwich game.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, if you look at it, we're on 15 points. If I was to say at the beginning of the season, 35 points makes you safe. We've got to pick up 20 points.
Yeah.
4 games, but you're on 12. So it's not hard to just keep ourselves safe. But then we've got to go through a summer transfer window of buying people based on a fucking 16th, 17th league finish.
Yeah.
It's just fucking a travesty. So,
what was your thought then when Rafa came in? Was you pleased about Rafa coming in?
No, I didn't want him, mate. He called us a small club and all that shit, and I'm one of them. And you call me a bit of blue, whatever. Fuck him, fat fucking twat. I like him as a person. He's done a lot of charity work in and around Liverpool. He did stuff for Reece Jones and stuff like that. But as far as football goes, that's a different ball game. And he's shit on our doorstep before a couple of times. He battered us in derbies and that. Didn't want him. And I know straight away, before anyone even starts saying it, as soon as we start doing shit, oh, look, Agent Benitez, and they're all singing Rafa's at the wheel. And you're like, come on, man, we knew this was going to happen. Anytime we have a shit time, they're going to be fucking on our back. There's plenty of managers out there. Just choose someone who doesn't have that fucking rep. Like, you've got to go back about 100 years since the last time we had the manager that managed both clubs.
Yeah.
Stupid in my opinion. But then the first 4 games, I think, did we win 3, draw 1 maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe we won 4, I don't know. But the first 4 games, it was like, maybe it is the right decision. You know what I mean? But we always tend to start off strong, think we've won the league by fucking December, and then next minute we've got fucking 10th. Fucking shit.
Because when you had that team coming in, and you had Rodrigo and that coming in,
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, yeah.
Did you see his fucking podcast before he went?
Yeah.
It's some podcast, and he went, "Who have you got on Saturday?" And this is like Thursday night, and he goes, "Don't know, fucking clue." That's how fucking interested he was. Fucking mercenary. Get him straight out the door, free up some wages. That's what we did, and that was the right thing to do. Get him out. He was never interested.
But I think a lot of teams would have looked at your team that you brought in, and just been like, "Oh God, they mean business now."
Yeah, but name me some players that we brought in, other than Rodriguez, and other than Richarlison. Decore was a good signing.
But the team that you had around them, do you know what I mean? You need them players. You need to bring them players in.
Because of Ancelotti.
Yeah, Ancelotti. Yeah. but even he did the dirty a little bit, didn't he? Like, it's just like, oh, go in.
Straight out the door. I think he probably saw it coming with the financial fair play and probably saw what the squad was doing, and he probably just thought, I've got to beat 10th, which I finished last season, do better, and I've got fucking 5 million to spend or whatever it is, and he's probably just thought, what a better fucking time to go to Real Madrid than this. Yeah.
So if they were to, like, let's say if they were to bring in Mourinho, would you be happy with that? Or do you think it'd just be the same shit that you've been watching?
Mate, Mourinho is one of the most accomplished managers in the fucking world. People who slag him off, I don't understand it. I mean, certain clubs are run differently. I think if you give him the full go of the gamut and you don't have someone interfering, I think he makes a great fucking team. Every time. It might be the most attractive football sometimes to watch at certain clubs, but I remember Chelsea, mate. We played Chelsea, I can't remember if it was Mourinho or if they had Scolari or someone, but when we played, no, it was Mourinho because Malouda was there. Malouda banged in from 30 yards, they had Drogba, they had Dorf, Cole, they had some fucking exciting players going down the fucking wing.
Yeah.
Lampard, you know, if you look at some of his early stuff, it was exciting footy to play. It just depends on who he's got in and what he's doing. I'd personally take him in a heartbeat against Rafa, especially if you're going to give money to spend, because people will go play for him.
Yeah,
and he'll bring good backroom staff in.
Yeah. Also, was there not plans still? Are they still on the board that they're going to upgrade the stadium?
That's why we've got fair play issues.
That's right. Yeah.
So stadiums, basically, it's like a big harbour out in Bramley Moor Dock, and it's full of sand at the minute. They're just trying to raise the sand level so they can build up on it, because it's water underneath at the minute, like so.
Right. So tomorrow's game, what's your prediction? What's your score?
Like 2-1 to you. I have no fucking positivity about it. No.
Would you be happy with a draw then?
I'll take a point. Yeah, take a point definitely.
I probably go. I'm probably going to say it's going to be 0-0. I've got a feeling we're just going to not turn up, or he's going to put out a team that's been doing absolutely rubbish lately, and have like a Aubameyang out there that's been not on form at all. And we're just, I don't know. It's just going to be maybe an end-to-end game, but an interesting game, but just goalless. If you get what I mean.
Like, we're that fucking bad at the minute. I can't remember who it was who got their head on it, but in the first half against Liverpool, my jump up reaction and shouting through the fucking neighbour's wall was, the goal's the other fucking way, you cunt. You should never have to shout that in a football game.
Yeah.
The goal's the other way because he headed it back towards our goal when he's in their fucking box. I'm sitting there watching the game. It's like the most basic comment I could ever have to say. It's a stupid comment to say, but I have to say it because I'm sitting there watching trash.
Because like I said before, Arsenal's like the only thing you'll probably catch us out on at the moment is us playing from the back. So we keep passing it back to the goalkeeper and then playing out from there. And that's where we slip up. We can't hold the ball in our own half. Do you get what I mean? We need to press more. And lately it's gone back to that again, because when Leonard was like in goal, he used to do that so much. He would never like hoof it up. He would just play from the back all the time. And Ramsdale started to do that a couple of times. And I'm like, oh, fucking hell, here we go.
Yeah.
And then they catch us out. You know, they close us in.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, mate. I just still don't see us beating you. I don't see it one bit.
Well, I hope it's going to be a good game anyway, Neill, mate. We're gonna leave it there.
Kid's just walked in. I'm not ignoring you. The kid's just walked in. He's holding his battle up like he's won something.
All right, then, mate.
Hook on you.
All right, then, mate. Well, I'll let you get on with your daddy chores. I hope we'll have a good game tomorrow. Like I say, I'm going to go 0-0. Neill has gone for 2-1
I think we're going to
Arsenal.
lose like 2-1 or something.
Yeah.
We might bag, but I don't think we're winning.
If you've got any of your own predictions, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we shall see you very shortly. Cheers, mate.
Ta.
Big guy.